Okay, Diary of a Recovering Food Addict update. Many of you know I've been very honest about my food addiction. You might think I'm crazy, but I guarantee like 90% of the world's population has a food addiction and they just don't even know it. First, I'll tell you, I've been trying to eat whole food plant-based, cooked with some raw, but mostly cooked. And no seasonings, no oil, no salt. I don't know why, but I've been having relapses over the past few weeks, like really bad cravings. And my husband's getting to the point where like he doesn't even want to fight me on it anymore. And it's bad to the point where I'm getting like so depressed without the comfort foods. I'm eating things that I don't want to be eating. Still vegan, no animal products. It's still fairly healthy. Like I'm trying to find the healthiest version of vegan comfort or junk foods that I can find, you know, but I still don't want to eat it. I still don't really want it in my body, but like it's organic, it's gluten free, like some of it. I have had some gluten, which I'm not proud of, but last night we went to and I've been eating salt too, and I can feel the salt in my body. I can see it. It's like the puffiness in my face. But last night we went, and I try to avoid parties like around food because I don't want my life to revolve around food. And I know like I just don't have the strength to say no. So I just avoid gatherings and parties around food altogether recently. And I know that there are opportunities for me to practice my discipline, but we went to a party last night. It was not a vegan party, but they had some vegan stuff there. They had like chips and guac, which I had, and they had like bread with olive tapenade, whatever you call it. And I had that, and the olives have so much salt in it, like oil and salt. So I'm feeling the effects of it today. And my husband is so disciplined. He's just so like, he eats cleaner. Like he's not raw, but he eats cleaner than most gourmet raw foodists. He's so strict. He doesn't put anything in his body that's not organic, unless it doesn't need to be. Like he'll eat peas that are not organic, but for the most part, like he won't, put any processed food in his body. Like he doesn't use any oils or salts or anything like that. So he's super clean, and he can go to any kind of restaurant or party or whatever and not be tempted. He's just so strong. And I admire that. Everybody was asking him about his diet, and I was just watching him, and he looks so vibrant and he looks so good, and he's 44, and he looks amazing. And it's not just about like looking good. It's about feeling good and feeling good in your body. And right now I don't feel good in my body. So I have like this strong why. I've had this same strong why, like for the past 15, 20 years. And I've gone raw many times over the past 15 years. First, I struggled with veganism. I struggled with giving up animal products completely with, the eggs and the dairy. Like I never liked meat. I never ate that, but it was always the eggs and the dairy that I struggled with. And then finally, I went raw, but I didn't even like solidify being vegan yet. So I would go to raw vegan back to eggs and dairy, raw vegan back to eggs and dairy, right? So then finally I met my husband, and he got me to go vegan, like completely vegan. So I'm finally vegan for a few years now, and I don't have any animal products, but now I just struggle with trying to stay raw. And I want to be raw. I like the way I feel when I eat raw, but it's not like I have to be raw. I don't think that we need to be raw, like in order to be healthy or live a long life. I feel like we can still do that on other lifestyles and diets, because I feel like it's more than just food, but I feel my best when I eat raw. So I've tried so many different things, and I've gone raw for like years at a time, but I always end up going back to cooked vegan foods. And I don't want to just substitute it, be like, well, just you need to eat more calories, or you need to eat more of this, or you need to, I don't think that the cure for food addiction is to eat more of something. I think you're still just stuffing everything down. The fasting doesn't work either, because as soon as my fast ends, after 5 days of not eating, 1 or 2 days after I break my fast, I'm gorging on stuff that I should be eating again, like binging out. So my thing is I eat too much. I don't know when to stop. I binge. even if it's unhealthy stuff, I will continue eating my food even after I'm full. So I'm trying to practice mindful eating. Sometimes I'm good at it, like I can do it. And then other times I'm like feeling stressed or anxiety. And I don't know if I'm using the food to calm my nervous system or, just to suppress my emotions, but hardly ever feel like I eat for actual like physical hunger or biological need. It all feels like addiction to me. Like everything feels like addiction. So, the food last night was free. Obviously, I was like, I'm gonna load my, I'm gonna load my plate. None of these people are raw. No one's gonna know. And I have this podcast coming up tomorrow and I'm like supposed to talk about my food addiction. I was like, maybe I should, because I feel like so bloated right now. I was like, maybe I should try to postpone it. I've already like postponed on this woman before. And I was like, you know what? I need to be honest. I'm literally talking about my food addiction and my struggles, So it's like, I have to be honest with you guys. I have to be authentic. And some days I'm really strong and other days I'm not. And I would blame it on other people. I would blame this on my ex-husband. I blamed it on having to cook for my kids. I blamed it on having to go to parties. I blamed it on my family holidays. I blamed it on, the billboards. I blamed it on the TV commercials. I blamed it on the grocery store, whatever it is. I constantly am blaming everybody else for the fact of why I can't eat raw or just even, not even just raw, just whole food plant-based, right? So I don't even want to try to go raw again until I can solidify whole food plant-based, no comfort foods, get rid of the salt, get rid of the oil, stop eating for pleasure. That's like what I'm trying to do right now. It's so freaking hard because I'm like getting so depressed without the comfort foods, without putting oil and seasonings on my food. It's not enjoyable, so I know I'm not eating it out of hunger. I know I'm eating it because of emotional. I'm an emotional eater. We all are. Everybody is. That's where I'm at right now. But anyways, my husband really inspired me and I was like, God, I just want to be like that. I want to do it. I want to stop blaming the world. I want to stop blaming society. I want to stop blaming everybody else. And I just want to do this already. I just want to feel strong. I want to feel in control. I want to feel good in my body. I don't want to feel like the next day, the repercussions of eating shit that's not supposed to be in my body. And like, there's people who cannot eat certain foods because they are ill. They have like sickness or whatever it is, diabetes, cancer, something. They just cannot do it. I don't have anything like that. So for me, I'm just like, it's okay. I'm healthy, whatever. And I use that to justify things all the time. But I know that's not right. But we do things to justify things that we eat all the time, like using a healthier version of the thing that we are having a craving for. Like even if it's a raw vegan gourmet freaking lasagna or something, we're using the fact that it's healthier option to justify eating for addiction, to eating for emotional eating. Okay, well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for being here on this journey with me. And if you are struggling with food addiction or emotional eating or raw foods or even whole food plant-based, share in the comments. I would love to hear from you. It's nice to know that I'm not alone, and I know I'm not alone. I know we're all doing it because I'm watching everybody everywhere. I'm watching everybody stuff their faces and eating way more than they have to, eating stuff that their body doesn't actually need. It's everywhere, you guys. So if you're watching this, I know you're an emotional eater. Like this video. Okay, bye guys.